This is the #1 meta loadout that you have to be running in Warzone 3, so I'm gonna go through and break down every attachment on both of the guns to hopefully have you dropping your new PR. So jumping straight into the first attachment for the meta MTZ 762 build, we do want to go ahead and start with a barrel, and the one we are going to be using is the MTZ Precision Blackthorn. This is going to give us a solid increase to our damage, range, accuracy, and recoil control. As you can see in the more detailed stats, we get a 25% increase to both the effective and minimum damage range, and a 30% increase to our bullet velocity, making this build do insane damage, especially in the long distance gunfights. Now for the second attachment, as we use on every single one of our long range weapon builds, we do want to go ahead and throw a optic on, and the one we are going to be using is going to be the Choreo Eagle's Eye 2.5 times. This thing is extremely clean, very easy to use, and gives our gun 0 added visual recoil, making this build perform extremely well, especially at the long distance gunfights. Next up, since this gun does only start with a 20 round magazine, we definitely want to go ahead and throw on the 30 round mag, making this build a lot more reliable, especially if you're playing the trios or quads mode. And this gun has such a fast time to kill that if you are hitting your shots with the 30 round mag, you can easily take out 3 enemies. Are you tired of skill-based matchmaking giving you the sweatiest lobbies? I would definitely check out SBMM Off. They are a 100% safe gaming VPN that almost completely negates skill-based matchmaking, and with over 40 regions to choose from, you can travel to anywhere in the world with one click of a button to drop 40 or even 50 kill games like all your favorite streamers. Use code Isaac at checkout or click the link in the description for 10% off your subscription. Back into the build, for the fourth attachment, we do want to throw on something to up that recoil control now. So with that being said, we're going to throw on the best recoil control under barrel in all of Warzone 3, and that is going to be the Bruin Heavy Support Grip. This is going to give us a 10% decrease to our recoil gun kick, as well as a 12.3% decrease to the horizontal recoil. If there is one con about this weapon, is it does have a bit more recoil than some of the other long range weapons, so we are trying to get as much recoil control as we can. And for the fifth and final attachment, as I usually do, I'm going to give you guys 2 separate options, and the first one, as always, is going to be the Spirit Fire Suppressor. This is going to get rid of our red dot on the minimap when we're firing our weapon, and on top of that, we do receive a 5% increase to both the effective and minimum damage range, 7.5% to the bullet velocity, and about a 6% decrease to both the horizontal and vertical recoil. By far the best long range suppressor in Warzone 3. And for option number 2, if you don't really care about showing up on the minimap and you want less recoil, you can throw on the T51R Billeted Break, which is going to give us a 23.3% decrease to the vertical recoil, and it's going to get rid of a lot of that bounce on this weapon, making it a lot easier to use. Here's the full meta MTZ 762 loadout in Warzone 3 Season 1. Now let's jump over into the WSP Swarm build. So jumping straight into the first attachment for the meta Swarm build, we do want to start with the Reckless Long Barrel, which is going to give us a nice little increase to our damage, range, and recoil control. As you can see in the more detailed stats, 32% to both the effective and minimum damage range, as well as about a 5% increase to every single recoil control stat, which is going to make this build much more effective and easier to use in the long distance gunfights. Next up, for the second attachment, since this gun does have quite a bit of recoil, we do want to throw on something to negate that. So with that being said, we want to go ahead and toss on the FSS Fortress Heavy Stock, and it is going to do exactly that. Gives us a 28.3% decrease to our recoil gun kick, 22.7% to the horizontal recoil, and a 20.5% decrease to our vertical recoil, which is obviously going to make this gun a lot easier to use. For the third attachment, this one is going to be personal preference. We want to go ahead and throw a magazine on, and it can either be the 100 or the 50 round mag. The 50 is of course going to give you a bit better mobility and handling, but it is going to shred through ammo super quick, so if you are trying to 1v4 something, you're going to have to reload once or twice. So I personally do use the 100 round mag, which is honestly insane to have on an SMG build, especially if you play these smaller maps like Ashika Island and Vondel Park. Now for the fourth attachment, we do want something to up that mobility and handling. So what we're going to use is the XRK Edge Handstock. This is going to give us a 7.3% increase to our movement speed, as well as a 5.5% decrease to the aim down sight speed, and a 5% decrease to our sprint to fire time, making this build a lot quicker to compete with those other SMGs. And if there is one thing that this build is lacking, it's going to be that mobility and handling, so this attachment is a must. And for the fifth and final attachment to complete the WSP Swarm meta build, we do want to throw on the Sonic Suppressor, which is of course going to take us off the minimap when we're shooting our weapon. And on top of that, we get a 5% increase to both the effective and minimum damage range, and a 13% buff to our bullet velocity, once again making this thing even better at the long distances. Here's the full meta build for the WSP Swarm in Warzone 3, and as you're going to see in the gameplay, when you add both of these guns into the same loadout, you become almost unstoppable. So with that being said, let's get into it.
This striker is an absolute beam for an SMG. You think you are landing on me? Where'd that even come from? I don't even know. Thank God he's AFK. Thank
Mark
God.
remaining operators. Enemy soldier incoming. Kill confirmed. and we
Crazy
located the
guy.
rest of 'em.
MCW is a pea shooter, bro. I didn't even miss a bullet. Yeah. Oh, whatever, buddy.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Come on, man.
Drops on the way. Good
Kids
kill.
never learn.
Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Get hunted. Kill confirmed.
MCW is such a pea shooter. Oh my goodness.
Good kill.
Push it.
Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Go
Push
get
it.
hunting.
Nice shot, bro.
Down.
Good try, man. Camera.
Good kill.
Give me that camera.
Squad on your attack map. Go get hunting.
Ugly build. It'd still be hitting though.
Marking the rest of that squad on your attack
You
map.
still be hitting.
Get hunting. Enemy soldier incoming. Mark remaining operators from that squad.
Dude, like what am I supposed to do? Oh my, get back on these guys.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I know I'm gonna regret this.
Kill confirmed.
Must be more
Located
careful.
the rest of them.
He's got 2 self-revives?
Located the rest of them.
This man got 2 self-revives on him.
Enemy destroyed. Use your... Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Losing ground. Move it. Enemies dropping into the AO. Kill confirmed, and we located the rest of them.
Oh my god.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Good kill.
Let's go in the
Marking
team
rest
wipe.
of that squad
Don't
on
come
your
back
attack
down here.
map. Get hunting. Kill confirmed.
Like, I don't want to have to team wipe
Locate
you,
the
bro,
rest
but
of
you're
them.
just... You're gonna get away, and I can't have that. Fire shotgun? Yeah, we...
Enemy destroyed. Use your attack map to hunt down the rest of them. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Go get hunting. Mark remaining operators
be
from
more
that
careful.
squad.
Oh!
Hunt them down.
That was close, bro. I didn't think he was gonna go around like that.
Enemy soldier incoming. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted. Kill confirmed. We located the rest of them. Good
Oh,
kill.
baby.
Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Go
We are
get
kind of shooting right now. 30 with 40 up.
Kill confirmed, and we
Aw,
located the
team
rest
wipe.
of them.
Must have had ghost. Shooting me in the back, bro. Leave me alone. Let me fight these kids. For our best interest, we don't want to fight them endgame. Shut up. You got slammed.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Need recon overhead!
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Let me wipe these kids, please.
Gas is closing in. UAV is exiting the AO.
There's no way. Bro, where'd the riot shoulder go? Well, he did just go by his homies. Let's go. That's my go right there.
Enemies dropping into the
Who's looking at me? Stop it. My god. Oh my god, we need to kill these kids.
Arriba, está arriba. Ah.
Got P8, I might be dead. Oh my god, where was he?
took that one. We'll get 'em
Oh
back.
my, the timing on that. As soon as I push,